Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Yat Chun Yu. This is Michael from the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. So let's take a look at your question. So you said, I just completed Integrated Writing Practice Test 3. Please evaluate it ASAP. One of my employees is actually going to read and score that right now. I just sent him your email, but I want to go ahead and answer your question though. You said that I am confused about the content and the lecture and the reading passage. They didn't seem to have any connection. So can you give me a sample of this test? Thank you very much. I don't think I have an actual sample, Yat Chun, of this particular integrated practice test, but let's go to the website where you took it and let's take a look at the example. Okay, so it was practice test number 3, integrated practice test 3. You'll notice, I think, when you get to the integrated writing practice test, at the end of each video, you can see the script, the reading passage, and the lecture. All right, so let's take a look at it right now. Okay, so I'm going to click to the end of the video.
Online English, please.
Bingo, here it is. Okay, so it looks like there is a connection here, but maybe not what you think. So the reading, it looks like the reading passage is discussing just some of the basic ideas about global warming. Let me go back to the notes. And the listening passage is discussing more of the politics associated with global warming. So I think that's a relationship. The relationship is the listening is discussing the political aspects of global warming, whereas the reading passage is giving just some specific facts about the effects of global warming. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of the relationship there. Now, for other samples, if you want some specific samples of integrated writing tasks, I'm going to give you some specific lessons I think you should focus on right now at my 7-step system. So let's take a look at them. So Yat Chun, you want to take a look at, under the writing step, you'll see there are several different lessons that focus on the integrated task, and probably the most important lesson here would be lesson 5. I think it is very important for you. You will get a sample there. Also, lesson 5.1, you'll get a case study of 3 different introductions, and one introduction works better than the other 2. Lesson 5.2, this is a specific question somebody asked me about how to organize the integrated writing task. And Yat Chun, you can also take a look at that lesson. That's again lesson 5.2. Also, lesson 6, it has 5 different tips that you can follow to get higher than 28 out of 30 on the integrated practice test. Lesson 7, it talks about 10 questions and answers about the TOEFL IBT integrated writing task. I would suggest that you take a look at that. And one more lesson. Lesson 10, it's an evaluation of an essay which scored 28 out of 30 on the IBT integrated task, which is another example. So there are a lot of examples of some integrated practice tests under the writing step. And Yat Chun, you definitely want to look at those examples, look at those strategies, and maybe it'll be a little easier for you to do the next practice test. Now, what's hard with some of my lectures and reading passages is I give you a lot of information. But what you do is you summarize, which means when you're taking notes, you should probably take a sheet of paper, draw a line down the middle. On the left side, put the topic of the lecture. On the right side, state the topic of, actually on the left side, put the topic of the reading passage. On the right side, put the topic of the lecture. And then in the left side of the paper, maybe list maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 main points from the reading passage. And then with the lecture, you want to put maybe 4 or 5 main points from the lecture. And once you get this down in note form, you're actually going to use these notes to help you answer the writing task. So that would be my suggestions to help you with the question that you're asking me right now. So hopefully I've given you some good tips and some strategies right now to kind of get you going in the right direction.